happening? What's happening, man? Let me go ahead and pin this comment. I forgot to pin the comment. Go to YouTube. Anybody that's pulling up on IG, go to YouTube. Forgot to pin the comment. Pin the comment. Pin the comment. Pin the comment. What's going on, Christopher? What's up? Here to learn and share. What's up, 0100? What's up, Stacks? Yo. Welcome, everybody. Be sure to run those likes up. I appreciate that, Christopher. I appreciate that. I'm going to let that sit right there. Look at 100. Thank you, Jesus. I'm a beast. Okay, 100. Okay, 100. Shout out little Tim Rogers. Didn't get a chance to, he missed his trade today. But I don't mind because I was trying to help a cousin out. Hopefully I was able to help at least one cousin out, especially the cousin that pulled up and asked the questions. That's a lesson to be learned in that. You know what I'm saying? If you miss your trade because you're distracted, don't chase. Don't go in and chase it and try to, you know what I'm saying, make the market give you an entry. You miss your trade, you miss your trade. You sit back, you suck it up. If it don't give you a new entry, don't force it. That's it. That's all it is. Discipline kicked in today. Live the trade another day. What's going on? Red, Trevor, Mendez. I don't know that name. Towns. All that work for a 1% move from Monday. Yeah. And but dig this. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. This market has, let's get the pleasantries out of the way and I'll come back to this. I'm gonna leave Christopher's statement, a comment up there, statement, whatever you want to call it up there, because that's all I ask. All I ask is that you press the like button. Let me back it a little bit, back it up a little bit. For anybody that's tuning in on the replay or anybody that's tapping in now, if you new and you don't know me, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I discuss the price action related to the market, right? I started doing Tim's Tidbit as a way to share all the knowledge that I had when it came to investing and trading for the free 99. Because I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like myself, when I first started trying to trade, trying to invest, I ain't have a whole lot of money to be spending, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 on courses, $4,500 on courses, you know what I'm saying, $200 on courses. I throw those numbers out because those are real numbers that I eventually end up paying for courses. Did I learn some stuff in some of those courses? Yes, I did. Did I not learn anything new in some of those courses? Yes, I did. Do I knock the courses? No, I don't knock them. But I wanted to help people for the free 99. So I get on Al Gore internet and spill it out for free 99. Now that I done spilled everything that I know, you know what I'm saying, anything new that I learned, I still come in and talk about it. Just like the other day, I was breaking down breakers. I just learned exactly how breakers work. I came in, I broke it down the way little Timmy Rogers see it. I continue to do that until I ain't got no more breath left in this old body. So all I ask for you to do is click the like button. I don't know if it's here on your screen by Mike Wazowski right here, or whoever that is, or I don't know if it's here on your screen or if it's in the middle. Wherever the like button is, press the like button, then hit the share and share it with a cousin. Share it with one cousin you like and one cousin you don't like, because we want everybody to get this information for the free 99. If by chance you want to try to support me or try to help me out financially or whatever you want to call it, if you go to the description in the bottom, down there at the bottom, right? If you go to the description down there at the bottom, let me show you right here. Put this on mute right here. Scheduler 101. We're doing a 2-week test on that. Spider Gang merch. That's the one I'm talking about right now. You can go get you some merch if you feel like putting an extra couple dollars in my pocket, or you can click over there and click on a super chat. They do super chats and stuff like that over here somewhere. All of that right there. If you want to do something financially, go ahead and do that. I see we got 20 likes in the building for 34 people. That's a good ratio. I'm happy with that. Let me move this over here. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Click the like button, hit the share button, share it with a cousin. Let me holler at my folk, man. What's going on? Who in the chat? I said Trevor. Did I say Trevor? If not, what's up? Mendez, yup. Douglas Blake, what's going on? Don't know that name. Appreciate you for pulling up, Douglas. Lil Hawk, what it is. Delvin, what it is. Yes, you did call that SPX. You did call it, excuse me, that XPX 3950. Called it early this morning. And then I wasn't even expecting. You see, remember when you said it, I was talking about all like I got it way. I wasn't expecting to get way up there today. That was my end of week target. Remember when I was talking about like the end of week target? I wasn't expecting to get way up there today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to that 1%. Remind me to go back to that 1%. Somebody put it in the chat. What's going on, Lamar? What's going on? I said 100. 100. Stop typing so I can see other people. 100, you ain't call no 30. You ain't call that. You was talking about bear. You was talking about being a bear. The biggest bear you know. Talking some me too. Me too, 22. Who you, Rick Ross? 222. Man, I was tripping today. Lost my mind. What you lost your mind on? What, you missed it? You ain't take it, Red? Oh, you got smoked. I ain't even see the end of it. I stopped reading. You got smoked. What? How you got smoked today? It bled up. How you get smoked? All it did was bleed up. Once you got in, all you had to do was just leave it there. What, you left it on too long and then the premium ran down on you? Golly. Appreciate that. Yeah, here to learn that she always be here supporting people, handing out handkerchiefs and all that. I'm like Tim for real, always late. Back it up. You know I got a block button over here, right? Here, let me put it on screen so you can see it. Right? If I come over here next to your name and hit these 3 little dots right there, you see what I say? You see what I say right there? My block game strong, now. My block game strong. What's up, Towns? What's up, Michelle Tucker? Red, great call. I got it at 5. Sold it at 2. That's what's up. That's what's up. I ain't mad at you. Wait a minute. Did you get it at 50 cents and sell it at 2? Or you got it at 5 and sold it at 2? If that's 50 cents and sold it at 2, y'all clap it up. If you got it at 5 and sold it at 2, what's up, Sanjay? What's up, Victor? Hold up. Victor. I don't know that name. What's up, Victor? If you be in here for real and I just be missing your name, I jollipies, but that's my first time seeing that. Because I be tearing names up and I would have tore your last name up. Faro Dolu. Victor Faro Dolu. I be tearing names. I would remember that. I had 3910, 30s, and 50s today was a good. Oh, so you out there trading. You out there trading, being greedy. Same cons. Oh, same contracts were cheap to load up. Okay, now. Okay, what's up, Kashaya? Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, okay, 50 cents. That's what's up. Clap it up for Robinson, man. Clap it up for Robinson. Tim, how long you think? Oh, Trevor. How long? Wait a minute before I do it. How long do I think what's gonna last? How long do I think what's gonna last, Trevor? Before I do it, I ain't gonna do it yet. How long do I think what's gonna last? Let me get a clarification of what's up, Kelvo. Let me get a clarification of what you asking right here. You know what I'm saying? How long do I think what's gonna last? Let me get clarification on that real quick. I just need a little clarification before I pull it out. I got it on deck. Hey, crystal ball. The cousin Trevor Farmer wants to know, how long will the bull train last? Especially if it's on the NASDAQ. Hey, Trevor. Hey, man, them just jokes, man. If you don't understand it, them just jokes. Let me tell you firsthand, them just jokes. But what I don't do, I don't try to predict anything. I just try to look at the price action and see where the market is trying to get to and see what's the path of least resistance. And then once I figure out the path of least resistance, then I try to look at how the market is trading. How the market is trading, and then I think about, the most probable way it's gonna get there. Let's go to Spy and talk about this right here. Spy, where you at, baby? Here I go. There goes Spy right there. 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 Now, see, we've been bullish. We've been bullish for a minute. We've been bullish since over here. What in the world? We've been bullish since over. Did y'all hear that? We've been bullish since over here. We've been bullish for 1, 2, 3. Not so much that day. You know what I'm saying? Over the past 5 trading days, 4 out of them 5 days been bullish days. True enough, this day closed down. This day closed down like lower than the prior day, right? But they were very bullish days. So we closed 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the last 5 trading days have been bullish, right? The bulls are really trying to solidify they spot in the game. And the reason why I say that, because where we closed at today, we closed very close. We came really close. I put this red line up here. This red line wasn't up here before. I put it up here earlier today. We did 2 things today. Well, no, 1, 2. Yeah, we did 2 things today, right? The 2 things we did today. Well, 3 things. We did 3 bullish things today, right? We had a gap up and go. We didn't get a complete retracement. We came really close, right? So it was very little selling down, and then we took off. Let's look at the volume while we here, right? Volume, we got a little bit more bullish volume than we got bearish volume yesterday. So the bulls are really submitting. They really submitting their name to game. Like, for everybody who like to watch volume, let's look at it like this right here. And it's all tied back to Trevor asking how long I think this gonna last, right? So looking at over the last however many days this is, let's go back to right here. This the last time when the volume was we had more bearish volume than bullish. This the pretty much the last time. So from June 16th, and what's the date? So the month. So for the last month, if you notice, right, the bullish volume has been higher than the bearish volume over the last month, right? So the bullish days, well, the green days, the volume has been higher than the red days. So the red days, the green days, meaning the bulls are more motivated. The bulls are more motivated because it's more buying. It's buying and selling on all them days, but it's more the bulls took it. The bulls turned it to a green day, so it's more buying and selling. And out of all those days, this one is I call that a tie. A lot of volume there, so that's a tie. Bullish. So we got 1, 2. That's a tie. It's mostly red. 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 bearish days, right, out of the last month, and then the rest of them bullish except for 1, 2, 3. Well, these kind of even. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna count those. So we got more bullish days than bearish days over the last month. That's a way of looking at it as like at the candles. If you weren't on here yesterday, we looked at it looking at the heat map. So during that time, we've been pretty much consolidating. We ain't been taking off, right? We ain't been taking off. So in my mind, even though we got a lot more bullish activity than bearish activity, in my mind, the bullish train has not started yet. We've been coiling. We've been coiling for a whole month. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready for the sound? I know y'all want the sound. We've been coiling for a whole month, right? And now if we get follow through for the rest of this week, then it's gonna be like boing, it's gonna boing, because it's like we've been consolidating for a whole month. It's been wide. It ain't been no tight consolidation like this right here, but we've been consolidating for a whole month. We've been talking about this middle of the road for a while. You see what I'm saying? The bears will get it down below the middle of the road, then the bulls push it back up above the middle of the road, down, up, down, up. So now, if the bulls can solidify a weekly new high, we already got a daily new high, right? We done made a daily new high right here, came very close. Let's see how close we came to that that 393.16. How close did we come? We came to 392.87. 392.87. That's 19 points. 19 points. So I mean 19 cent. 19 cent away from well, let's say 20 cent away from making a new weekly high, right? So are the bulls motivate? Oh, and then the other thing that the bulls did today, the bulls, they reclaimed the 20-day moving average. Remember I told you we closed above it on Friday. We came back and tested it on Tuesday, bouncing off the bottom of the on Monday, bounced off the bottom of the middle of the road. Then today we gapped up, came back down and waved at it. We didn't even kiss it. Waved at it and then took back off, right? Took back off with full authority, creating a new daily high. Got a daily breaking structure right there to the upside, right? So boom, we immediately made a new breaking structure to the upside. We came over here, boom, made a breaking structure to the upside right there, right? Came back down, failed to make a new breaking structure. Came back down, right? The bears came and they made a breaking structure. They finally made one, right? But immediately reversed up off of it. Now, let's see what the bulls do. Will the bulls start the bull train? Now, I've been saying all that to keep saying I don't think the bull train has started yet. We still in the middle of the road. Now it's the bulls' opportunity to stamp their name in the game. When the bears got their opportunity, they got their opportunity after they had ran out of gas. We had been sliding forever and ever. We've been sliding forever. So the bears had to ran out of gas. Now the bulls got a full tank. The bulls got a whole lot more bullish volume over the last month. You know what I'm saying? The bulls came up here and stamped their name in the game, closed that thing way up at the high of the day, came real close to making a new weekly high. You know what I'm saying? Made a new daily high, right? So here we go. We about to start the bull train. Now, remember what I said with the EMA traders, right? All eyes on this 50 period. Let's see how we react tomorrow. Will we blow through this 50 period tomorrow? The daily 50 period, will we blow through it tomorrow? Or will we touch it and sell back off of it a little bit? You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what I'm going to do. If we touch it and start selling back off, if we come back down to this purple box right there, I'm buying me something. I told y'all that I was looking at that right there. Somebody put in the chat why I said that I was looking at this candle right here earlier today, before this candle printed. It was either earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember. But whenever I said I was going to be looking at this candle right here, somebody put in the chat why I said I was going to be looking at that candle before this candle right here printed. So once this candle printed, I marked that candle right there. Right? So all of that to say, I don't think the bull train has started yet, Trevor. And that's why I don't think it started yet. I get long-winded on my explanations. So I apologize if I lost you in the sauce. If I lost you in the sauce, He ain't lying. He butchered name. Stacks. Don't get. I already told you. Let me show you Stacks. I showed somebody already. I think I showed Robinson, but let me show you Stacks. Right? Let me find your name. See right there? It say Stacks Currency. If I come to your name right here, right? I need. Wait a minute. Hide that. If I come to your name right here, hit that little thing. See what that say? That say block user. That say block user. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Hey, here it comes. Y'all tripping. You must be new here. Yeah. I forgot to say it before I pulled the crystal ball out. But I hope I was able to help out with my thoughts on the bull train. The bull train ain't even started yet. We just been consolidating it. In my humble opinion, I think we just been consolidating and chopping. With the wrong spelling of that. Yep, I changed it back this morning when we was talking about it. I changed it on screen with y'all. Ask me, I think he said ask me if he think it's going down. We already know what you gonna say. Let me see. At least until the 28th with GDP. Let me get into it, man. I done got caught up in the comments, man. You got to go up in order to take the elevator down. He must be new here. Tim, I be here just busy at work, part of the A squad. Okay. Oh, you Vic. Oh, Vic from the A squad. That's what your last name is, Vic. Man, your name hard to say. Well, I mean, it makes sense with that hard to say last name with your voice, how your voice sound. It makes sense. In the middle of the road, you already know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, don't try to predict it. Just react to how the market is moving. I get it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That long draw, that explanation just helped the cousin just then, man. DeAndre, you ain't never late. You always on time, man. You always on time. Is that you with a graduation cap on in that thing there, DeAndre? What they say, Alpha Psi? What they say, Alpha Psi? It's a trap. Can't wait for the drop. 100. Well, get out of here with all that big bear energy. 100. We need to 100. We need to come all the way up here before we drop. Before we drop, we need to come out. We need to come up here, fill in this gap down, and fill in this fair value gap right here before we drop. That's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we do it this week or next week, but we need to come all the way up here. You know what I'm saying? Get right here, fill in this fair value gap right there, fill in this gap down right there, and then we can come back down. Right? Let's do that. Boop, 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 boop. Run it up, fill in these gaps, come back down to this breaker right here, and then take off. Forget all this down here. Forget all this. Let's keep going down. Let's take off until get a back above the 200. Once we get, now I ain't gonna say back above. Come up here and test, come up here, fill in these gaps, come down, bounce off this breaker, go back up, retest the 200, come back down, and then come back through, reclaim the 200, and let's keep on moving up. Cause dig now, people acting like they're ready for this to be the bottom. You know what I'm saying? People acting like they're ready for this to be the bottom. You feel me? Like, let's look at how I get back to the, how do I get to the what's the name without retyping it in? How do I get to the heat map without retyping it in? Oh well, I'm just gonna do this right here. I don't know how to get to the heat map without retyping it in. Save it. I done got totally sidetracked, y'all. Heat map, stocks, boom. Right? Look how greeny green this is. Look how greeny green this is. You feel me? What this is, like, when I look at every stock out here greeny green, ain't nobody named mama going out buying every single stock in the stock market. Ain't nobody stock picking. Wasn't nobody stock picking today. All thing they were doing You know what I'm saying? They just buying, they doing what I do. They was buying Spalene. They was buying Spalene. They was buying the Qs. They was buying whatever your ETF of choice is. You know what I'm saying? They weren't going in picking out technology companies and buying them. You know what I'm saying? They weren't going in and picking out retail companies and buying them. They were just going in. It was just a broad base. Just a broad base. What's the name? Do they got the little bubbles like let me see it. Do they got the bubbles like they do on I don't think so. Hold on. Let me go to what's the name? FinViz. Let me go to Fin. Did I do that wrong? Yes, I did it wrong. Let me go to FinViz. Right? Let's look at FinViz and let's go to the bubbles. Get out of here, ad. Look at this right here. This is the zero line right here. Right? This the zero line. This is the zero line. I got it set to the S&P 500. Right? This the zero line right here. Look at that. You only got like IBM. They earnings sucked, I think. I don't know what this is. Signature Bank. You got Kroger. Whoever this is, I don't know. Johnson & Johnson, they pretty much sucked because they done made too much vaccine, and they saying the dollar hurting them. I think that was Johnson & Johnson. They were saying like the dollar hurting them. They ain't gonna grow as much, and they done made too much vaccine. Oh, we made too much, so we ain't gonna make no money off the vaccine. So they down. Bristol Myers, I don't know what's going on with them. But look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 companies. Well, a couple of them over here. 7, 8, 9. 9 companies. 9 companies out of 502 that's negative on the day. 9 companies out of 502, 503 that's negative on the day. Wasn't nobody stock picking today. It was just broad buying, and ain't nobody buying all these companies. So you already know they was like, give me some of them Qs, give me some of that energy, give me some of that healthcare, give me some of that SPY, give me some of that XLI, give me some of that, what, you know what I'm saying, broad base. It was just like broad base buying. So the people like, look here, man, I got to put my money in. I'm sick of, look at that. Look, every single sector green on the day. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody stock picking today. Every single sector green on the day. So everybody like, let me just put my money in. The people feeling like, hey man, this gonna be the bottom. And the market been trying to make this the bottom. The market been trying to make this the bottom because bad news ain't been. I ain't saying we finna rocket to new highs. I'm just talking about the narrative right now. This the narrative that be going on in Lil Timmy Rogers' head. Lil Timmy Rogers already got it mapped out when he want to scoop him something up. You see what I'm saying? I got this marked out right here when I want to scoop me something up. You feel me? I want to go on up here, take care of this stuff here, come back, touch that, pew, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Or we just go there, come back, touch that, let's go. Because I'm watching that 200. We getting ready to try. We already claimed this 50. I mean, it's 20. Getting ready to try to reclaim the 50. Once you reclaim the 50, probably going to test it and then try to reclaim that 200. Will we reclaim the 200 on the bull train like the cousin said? You know what I'm saying? If we break above this right here, if we finish this week, if we close this week above this breaking structure right here, then I'll say the bull train has finally started, has officially started, right? And the reason why I say that is we've reclaimed the 20-day, right? We have, if I ain't mistaken, I think we done broke this downtrend, right? Yep, we have broken the downtrend. We broke it, tested it, and then broke above it again. So break it, test it, broke above it again. So now we done broke the downtrend on the SPY. We had already broke the downtrend on Apple, right? So we broke the downtrend. We reclaimed the 20. on the way to reclaim the 50. If we close this week, the most important closure, the most important price every day is the price at 4 o'clock. The most important price at every week is the price Friday at 4 o'clock. The most important price of every month is whatever the last trading day of that month is at 4 o'clock. That's the most. I don't care what happened in between. Friday at 4 o'clock gonna tell the story. So at Friday at 4 o'clock, if we close above, we get a closure above 393.16. Friday at 4 o'clock, the bull train has started. That's gonna give us reclaiming the 50, reclaiming the 20, breaking the downtrend, and getting a new weekly break instruction. And the bull train will have officially started, right? I think I done ran my mouth enough on Spalene. Let's go look at what happened today. Everybody know what happened today. We just melted up. We melted up. This is the only buy side liquidity that we didn't hit. The 39, 50, 75. That's the only one that we didn't hit. The other buy side liquidity, the 39.09, 50, the one I was like, that's the first one I will be targeting, hit that on the 12 o'clock candle. The 39.22 that I didn't say anything about, it just was on the screen. It's been on there for a long time. That's been on there since back over here on the 8th, right? Hit that on the 2 o'clock candle, sometime between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and just fell shy of the end of week target that I had sitting way up there at 39, 50, 75. Today was a massive, massive, massive day, right? Do I expect this bullish momentum to continue tomorrow? I ain't gonna hold you. I really don't expect it, and I really don't even want it. I really don't expect it, and I really don't even want it to just continue like that tomorrow. You know, the only way I want this bullish momentum to continue tomorrow is if we gap down. If we gap down and then push up. If we gap down and push up, I would love that. I would love that. If we keep gapping up, you know what I'm saying, and running, that's gonna start stretching that's gonna stretch the rubber band out too fast. It's gonna stretch it out too fast and create something like this right here. See what happened last time we did that? Boom, boom. Then we consolidated and failed. You see what I'm saying? We stretched the rubber band out too fast. You know what I'm saying? We stretched it out all fast, consolidated, then failed. You know what I'm saying? Let's not just gap up and run, Let's start gapping down and running back up a little bit. That's what I want to see right there, man. I want to see that right there. Back to the overnight price action. The price action recap. All we did was go up. This right here, I got it on hourly candles, but right around here, I think. Let me go in. This is the trade. This is the trade that I missed. Yep, right there. Right there on this candle here. This was the trade that I missed when I was still on live talking with y'all and talking with the cousin. This trade I missed right here, and then it never gave me the entry that I wanted. It never gave me the entry that I wanted because once I missed the trade, I got up and went to go get something to eat. By the time I got back from eating, it was almost 11 o'clock. And then I was like, you know what, I ain't gonna sit back here during lunch. And then in the afternoon when I came in and looked at it, it was consolidating too much. It wasn't giving me nothing. So I said, you know what, forget it. Live to trade another day. So for anybody who don't know, who wasn't on the live this morning and don't know why I said this was the trade, this was my trade right here. We had a breaking structure. It was like a 60-minute and a 15-minute breaking structure to the upside right there while we was going up. We made a 15-minute fair value gap right there. When we traded back down, we started coming back down, and we traded back down to that fair value gap and to that breaking structure right there. We came back to the close of that candle and the open of this fair value gap off the breaking structure, and then we took off to the upside for the rest of the day. It was off to the races. This would have been my target. I was saying this was my first target right here. If I would have got in when I was supposed to, if I wasn't talking, let's say 38, 60, 38, 68. Why is that number at the top, the bottom? So 38, 68, 50. 38, 68, 50 is that number right there. Make sure that's the right number. I'm trying to figure out why the number at the bottom like that. 38, 68, 50. And then my target would have been low-hanging fruit. That was the first low-hanging fruit. Because I was like, there's nothing in between. That's the only first low-hanging fruit, you know what I'm saying, that I see. That was going to be my target if I would have got that trade minus 38, 68, 50. Oh, 41-point trade. 41-point trade that I missed. Shout out to anybody that caught anything in between there. That was the target right there. 41-point trade target would have got out right there. That was my first low-hanging fruit. Because when you look over here to this side, that's the first area of liquidity that I marked. I didn't mark anything else over here. So that would have been my first target to try to get to. You know what I'm saying? Coming back here and then shooting up. And that's the reason why I took it. Breaking structure, retrace back to a fair value gap right at the breaking structure right there. And if I ain't mistaken, I think on the price leg where it was after the candles was made, I think it might have been like 50%. I think this probably would have been the high. That would have been the high. I didn't check to see if it was 50% or not because I was talking. So it would have been the high of that candle right there. Right. Yep. And you're looking at it. Yep. You would have been in a discount. The red line right there is the discount. You came right into a discount, touch the gap. So boom. It was an A+ setup. Because soon when I was talking and I looked, I was like, man, I think I just missed my entry while I was talking on live. But that's pretty much it, man. It melted up for the rest of the day. The link, I got the link in the chat if anybody want to pull up, anybody want to ask anything, anybody want to share anything that I miss. Let me go through the comments and see what everybody talk about. The link in the chat. I have put the link in the chat. Man, I got to go back through a lot of comments. The link is in the chat right now. If anybody want to pull up, ask anything, share anything, whatever you like. Facts, farmer, I feel the same way. I don't know what y'all talk about. I'm gonna skip all that. I see bad news coming. Bad news ain't been tanking the market. That's your breaker. Correct, Delvin. That's my breaker. Now it's a breaker and a breaking market structure. Yes, Kashaya, you are absolutely correct. All we would need right now is for there to be a fair value gap right there, and then that area be 50% retracement. All we would need, boop, take this up, keep taking it up. Look at God. Look at God. Remember what I said? I said I wanted to come up here, fill this gap down, fill in this fair value gap, and then come back down. When I put this fib up here to the top of that fair value gap, look at where the discount is. The discount, it rests right there. The top of the breaker is at the discount. Would you believe it? And just say if we were to gap up tomorrow, right? And then start moving up. Don't come and then leave a fair value gap right there. Amen, somebody. That would constitute an A+ setup on the daily level. Amen, somebody. Can we pass the collection plate? Look at that, man. Look at that. I don't know if that's a calibrated eye or a lucky guess. But just look, you know what I'm saying? All I did was just say, I wanted to feel this, feel that, and I ran them fibs, and then look at that. All because Kashaya said a breaking market structure and a breaker. And I was like, let me check this out. Can I get an amen, somebody? Yes. Breaking structure to the upside. Exactly. We got our breaking structure to the upside. And this right here constitutes that as a breaker per what a breaker is. Now, is that going to act as a breaker? I don't know. But the way the market moving, the way the market trading, that's what I'm counting as. And if we start trading back to it, I'm going in. I'm trusting my process, right? I'm trusting my process. And anybody who don't know why I say this constitutes a breaker, right? When we came up right here, we came down, right? We came up here, and once we came down, like we ran liquidity there, boom, ran it, came back up, filled this fair value gap, ran liquidity above this right here. So we took liquidity up here, we took liquidity down there, took liquidity up there, and then we sold off. Once we did liquidity, sold off, right? Made a low, boom, came up, we made a high, right? Boom, we made a lower low, taking out sell side liquidity right there. Boom, we made a higher high, taking out buy side liquidity right there. So we done made a low, a high, a lower low, and a higher high. Come to the middle, this high right there, no matter what the color of the candle is, now that's a potential breaker right there. You can use the full candle. I like to use the body, but you can use the full candle if you want to, right? I like to use the body because that's where all the meat of the trading going. And the reason why, where I try to look for my breakers is after the market done ran some liquidity and delivered the liquidity. That's where I try to start looking for my breakers at. I don't try to make every low, high be the breaker. I try to look for the breaker once the market has done some business. Either ran liquidity and getting ready to deliver it, or they done ran it and delivered it and they starting back over. You see what I'm saying? Because like right here, we ran liquidity up under these lows right here, right? Came back up, ran liquidity on the other side. So when you run liquidity both ways, you run it, then you deliver it. You know what I'm saying? We done ran out of juice. That's why we start coming back down. Came down here, fueled up, came up here, ran above this high, inside this gap down. It done sucked up all this liquidity that we picked up down here, and we tumbled back off. You see what I'm saying? So we ran, delivered, now we starting over. Low, high, lower low, higher high. Boom. Right there. Now we starting over. So once we gone up and work a little bit, we don't come back to this. We gone up, work a little bit, you know, collecting liquidity, collect liquidity inside this gap down. It's plenty of liquidity in there. People ain't get a chance to participate. Collect liquidity in this big old fair value gap right here that we haven't touched again since we made it. Oh, it's a heap of liquidity in between 410.38 and 395.78. It's a whole bunch of liquidity in there because we got a fair value gap and a gap down. Go up there, collect all that liquidity, and then come back down, falling, and hit this breaker. Boom, bounce back up. Let's get it, man. I appreciate you. You're very welcome. Breaking market structure. Yes, that's what that means. I ain't know that either. Appreciate that, Kashai, because I was asking people, what's a BMS, man? Stop playing with me. What my little brother sent me. Probably something funny. No blocking the family. Isn't earnings next week? Gotta run up to tear it down. Yeah, earnings next week, but all earnings got to do is not be as bad as we expected. Right? Earnings don't always mean you're gonna sell off in earnings. You feel me? Earnings is like, if earnings just not as bad as we expect, that can be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the banks. If the banks have been not as bad as expected or good, you know what I'm saying? They've been doing good. You feel me? If they've been not as bad as expected or good, they've been doing good. You know what I'm saying? So if like Netflix just didn't lose as many subscribers as thought, and they was kind of gapping up. I mean, they was kind of moving up a little bit in the aftermarket. I probably can't see it no more because how late it is. But they was right there. Post. Look what Netflix at post market $216. They up $15. And that's because they just didn't lose as many subscribers as expected. It wasn't as bad as expected. You know what I'm saying? Earnings Whisper. Let's go to Earnings Whisper. Netflix. Look at that. They beat on earnings and they missed on revenue and they guided a little bit lower. But they up $15 in aftermarket, right? Right, they up $15 in aftermarket, all because they didn't lose as many subscribers as expected. I think they was expected to lose like 2 million subscribers, and they only lost like less than 1 million or something like either right around 1 million or around 900,000, something like that. They lost less subscribers as expected, and then they said in the future they lowered their guidance as far as subscribers, but they gon' make back everything they lost plus, but they not gonna get as many as expected. That's why the guidance is lower. They got it down. You know what I'm saying? But they earnings just wasn't as bad as expected. Not saying they gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, running up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they gonna keep running up tomorrow, but since it wasn't as bad as expected, it gapped up. It's like up. What's that percentage? That's like $15. What's that percentage? This is where they close to right there. They up over almost 8% in the aftermarket just because it wasn't as bad as expected. So when it comes to earnings, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the 1% move. That's what I was supposed to be going back to that. I appreciate that, Towns. The 1% move. What I'm saying about the 1% move is 2020, 2021, and this year, we have become accustomed and spoiled to very volatile market conditions. You know what I'm saying? When you look back through like the average moves in the market on any index, all of these 3% days, 5% days, 2% days, 1% days, crazy ranges. You know what I'm saying? The SPY having an ATR of $10 a day and all of that, that's super volatile. You know what I'm saying? Like the cousin was like, we did all that just to be up 1% from this time. 1% is check this out. My homeboy and his either his mother or his mother-in-law, I can't remember. They went to talk to a financial advisor, right? And the financial advisor was talking to him, and I'm talking about he was super geeked up when he told her how much he can guarantee her on a yearly basis, right? Well, he said how much he can guarantee him, right? Guarantee her, and she was like, oh, that's pretty good. And my homeboy was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Somebody put in the chat how much y'all think he said he can guarantee her, right? And then at the end, like toward the end of the meeting, he said the guarantee number again, and he said for the year. And they was like, wait a minute, for the year? You know what I'm saying? And when he told me that, I was like, man, that mean he ain't even keeping pace with the market. But that's what he can guarantee. Somebody put in the chat what you think his number was that he can guarantee. Nope, not 8%. Nope, not 6%. Nope, not 7%. A measly 5% a year. 5% a year. This is what the big boys are guaranteeing to people. Oh, I can guarantee you 5%. They was geeked up because she saying I can get you 5% a month. You know what I'm saying? That's what clicked in her head. 5% a month. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh yeah, that's good. 5% a year. On average, the market give you about what? 9.5% a year on average. That's just on average. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at any given time, you might get 12 to 15%. You know what I'm saying? But on average, the market gonna get you at least 9%, and he guaranteeing 5%. Come on, man. So the big boys guaranteeing 5% guaranteed in a year. But it's like we done got so accustomed to if we get a 1% move in a week, man, we looking at that like, man, what kind of sorry week was this? Because we done been so jaded and we done got so accustomed to these big volatile moves that done been in place ever since Uncle Sugar and Papa Powell started dumping money in the market back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? We've been having all this pouring money on the streets, so it's making the market have all these big volatile moves. Back in 20, I wasn't really trading for real like that in 2020. I was still researching and learning. But man, I'm telling you, back in 2020, like, man, I ain't even try to get no setup when I was buying my swing options. I just was go buy something, you know what I'm saying? And the next day, it'll just be up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even had no setup. It just was, the market was just shooting. The market was just flying. You know what I'm saying? So we done got so used to these big old crazy moves. It's like we need to like kind of like start like pulling back our expectations on these huge moves, because these huge moves is not normal. It may become the new normal. We may be in a market where it's the new normal, where we have all these big, huge, volatile days. But in little Tim Rogers world, it's cool for day trading. But as far as for swing trading and long-term investing, all these huge volatile days, man, it's like a headache for like your overall portfolio for the long term. You know what I'm saying? You want slow, steady grinding up for your long-term portfolio. You don't want it shooting up 30% in 1 month, then falling down, you know what I'm saying, 18 of that percent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, I'm up. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God, I'm up. It's too volatile, too choppy, too crazy, man. Too crazy. Hey, amen, Pastor. I missed what it was. I missed what you was talking about with the minutes. I'm sorry. It's too far back in the chat. I hope that breaker and break instruction happens so I won't feel bad about not trading today. No, never feel bad about not trading. You live to trade another day. Miss Green, Rhonda, hey, don't never feel bad about trading. I ain't trade today. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a green day, red day. Don't never feel bad about trading, because if you didn't trade, yeah, true, you ain't make no money. But guess what you also didn't do? You ain't lose no money either. Don't never feel bad about not trading. Stack, stop all your bragging. We know you made money. Get off the chat. I don't think earnings going to be bad. We already sold. Yeah, we did sell off a lot. All we got to do, all earnings got to be is not as bad as expected. If earnings are not as bad as expected, I think we're going to be all right. I think only one bullish on banks the whole year. I think I'm only, I guess, bullish on banks. Are you the only one? I think I'm only one, or the only one that's bullish. You bullish on the banks for the whole year. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you for being bullish on banks. Let's look what the big banks doing. I look at XLF to see what the big banks doing. Check out the big, you know what? I'm so mad at myself. I was looking at XLF. When was it? I was looking at XLF. Let me see. Let me look at the weekly real quick. Yes. Right here. Let me see when we came to that 200. When we at 3150. Let me see when we came to that 200. 3150. All right. When do we hit 30? Right here. Right here. 31. Okay. That's the 200 right there. Boom. So, yesterday. It was yesterday. I was looking at the banks yesterday, and based off how the earnings was going and how we was trading, I was getting ready to type up a text message to my friends and family, and I was gonna tell them to get some $32 XLF calls, right? Some $32 XLF calls, and then ride them up here to the 50 period. Right? Got sidetracked, never sent the text, and never bought my position. And now I'm looking at this right here, and I'm pissed. And I'm pissed. It was strictly just like the momentum and how we was reacting to like the earnings from the banks and stuff. And that's the reason why I was going into it, because I saw the gap up and we pushed up strong. And then yesterday we gapped up, and when we came back down, we ain't give it all back. And I was like, yeah, go time. I was like, it was just strictly a momentum play. I was like, go time. And then I was going to ride it back up to here. But it was going to be like further out. I was going to tell them to get it out for like September. I was going to tell them to get it out for like September. But I never sent the text, and I never got back to it. I'm pissed. GDP. I ain't really worried about GDP. Again, all it got to be is not as bad as expected. Because you already see what happened when we got, and put on Spylene. When we got the bad, CPI and PPI numbers, you see what happened then? We got the bad, and the bad didn't tank the market. Over here, the bad killed the market. Jobs, CPI, and PPI, that's there. Bad jobs, bad CPI, bad PPI, killed the market, right? Bad jobs, bad CPI, bad PPI this month, right there. The bad news didn't kill the market. You see what I'm saying? So all it got to be is not as bad as expected. I appreciate that, Trevor. I appreciate that. Wonder what his fee is. I wonder too. You bullish for the rest of July? It depends on if the bull train take off. I answer that question Friday. At Friday evening, I answer that question Friday evening. I want to see how this week play out. Because I was bullish for the first 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I was completely bullish for the first 2 weeks, right? So when I see how we play out for the rest of this week, then I'll see how I fit, how, you know what I'm saying, far up or not far up we go. Because this my target right here. This my upside target up here. My upside, y'all remember when we was back here and we died? Remember back here when we died? It's like my target was coming like back up here. You know what I'm saying? And then once we started dying off, I was like, okay, my target was above these equal highs. You see what I'm saying? Them equal highs right now is my stretch goal. This is what I want to get to before retrace. And then above these equal highs is my stretch goal. By the time we start getting up here, I'm thinking this 200 should be done came down in line with these equal highs. It should be done caught up a little bit, unless we blast off and do it like in 1/2 days. But after we trade at Friday at 4 o'clock, then I figured out I mostly trade XLF the second half of the year. Also, Berkshire Hathaway bought 20. Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway always pumping and dumping oxy. Berkshire Hathaway pump and dump a lot of stocks, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I know everybody love Warren Buffett, but I feel like Berkshire Hathaway be pumping and dumping a lot of stuff, man. As soon as everybody hear Berkshire Hathaway buying something, they go in there and start buying, not knowing that Berkshire Hathaway bought it 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go in there and start buying and run it up 10%, they go in and shave and take their profits. You know what I'm saying? I think I ain't gonna just say Berkshire Hathaway, all of them be pumping and dumping. And then everybody mad at Nancy Pelosi's husband. Look at open interest at some of them leaps. I don't even care about open interest. I ain't even gonna hold you. Because open interest don't tell me if the people buying or selling. The open interest don't tell me if people buying or selling. It just tell me that the contract's open. So it's like, you know I see a lot of people like, oh, it's a lot of open interest on the bear side. So that mean on the put side. So that mean we bearish. You know what I'm saying? It might be a lot of open interest over there because a whole lot of people were selling those puts and they want the market to go up. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that's selling the puts want the market to go up. Just like the people that's selling the calls want the market to go down. You know what I'm saying? So who in control at the time? What's the narrative at the time? You know what I'm saying? What's the bias at the time? So if you got like a lot of open interest on the puts, you know what I'm saying? But it's a bullish narrative and it's a bullish bias. You know what I'm saying? The bears looking at it like, oh man, we got a lot of open interest on the puts. We about to crash. It's a bull trap. The bull's about to get, and then guess what? Get clippity clapped up. And the people that sold them puts, they like, fell right into my trap. Yeah. So I don't really care about open interest, to tell you the truth. Tim, the truth teller, about pumping and dumping all the big and powerful. Yeah. Yeah, man, pump and dump, man. They be pumping and dumping. Hey, I've been on here for an hour, man. I don't see nobody pulling up. Don't look like nobody pull up. I throw the link out there one more time just in case somebody want to pull up and act something or share something. Don't be bashful, don't be shy. I know I ain't do a whole lot of talking about like the price action from today, but I got sidetracked because I can see the edge of my green screen. I'm about to go in here and watch some throwback episodes of The Flash. If that's all y'all got, I appreciate it, man. Somebody hit the like button. Let me look and see where we at on the likes. Let me put it over there. It say we still got 60. Say we still got 64 people, 44 likes. That ratio decent. But let's let's get it up. Let's get it up again. We got 47 likes. Let me like it myself. 49 likes. We still got 64 people on. Hit the likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. I don't know if it looked like this on your screen or not, but on my screen, it's which that's my ring hand. So right here, it's right here on my screen, right there. Let me see how to point. Let me see how to point when I get it's so I can. It ain't gone. Yeah, so it's over there somewhere. So I look, oh, I'm in the little box. So I can wait, I can start wasting my time pointing. Cause I'm in the little box. It's not even in the I got to do it on the when I'm like this right here. Yeah, there it is. Now I got to do it when I'm like that. So it's right there. Now I know. I got to do it when I'm on the full screen and do it like this. Click the share button. The share button, there it is. Click the like button. Look at that. Y'all know my OCD acting up right now. Right? Click the like button. A little bit more, Tim. Click the like button. Then come back and click the share button. Man, I'm so stupid. Hey, y'all pull up tomorrow. At what's tomorrow? Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yes, y'all pull up tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Same bat time, same bat channel. For the overnight price action. Again, do me a favor, click the like button and share it with a cousin. If you get anything out of the stuff that I do, click the like button, share it with a cousin. Share it with one cousin you like, one cousin you don't like, because we want everybody to get this information for the free 99. Till the next time, I see y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Gone.